This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Patriots going up against the Texans. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, the former Houston Cougar, Case Keenum.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 62 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Throwing is Keenum. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw is Keenum. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3 and out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. Now the second-year man from South Dakota State, it's Zach Zenner. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Everyone come forward. Here we go now. Green.
Back to throw. Espinoza. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw on 3rd down. Espinoza. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Will Monday now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On the carry, it's Davis. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They go again with Davis. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. Keenum now to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Akeem Spence. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Here's Swayze Waters now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fielded right around his own 43. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Espinoza. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
That is right. Here we go now.
From the gun, Espinoza. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Will Monday now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Now it's Keenum. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Four yards remaining now on second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. And the play clock's running down. Keenum going to try and throw on third down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And here comes the Texans now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the first down and change our momentum?
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun, Espinoza. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. As they run the counter play. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Red zone opportunity. To throw on second down. Espinoza. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And the offense in a great spot. It's first and goal from the 3. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So on 4th down, Jason Garrett sends in his field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Here's Davis now, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
They'll run with Davis. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do. And if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Here's Swayze Waters now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put him through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They run with Pope again. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down at the 46. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Off the play fake, Espinoza. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, we'll send you to Orlando and Larry Ridley as he'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. But no touchdowns. These guys need to give Larry some touchdowns to talk about.
Things are too easy for him right now back in the studio. Come on, guys. Help the man out. Give him something to talk about.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. A beautiful fake. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Back to throw, Keenum. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. New England on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 30.
From the 50, it's Keenum. Wide open receiver complete. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On first down, Keenum. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
From the red zone, it's Keenum. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown
Marty
there.
looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. Oh, good move. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Throw right side, caught by Davis. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing on first down, Espinoza. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, Espinoza. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On first and 10, Espinoza. His throw incomplete.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Throwing again. Espinoza. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd down, Espinoza. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Back to throw. Espinoza. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Texans are behind right now, but the home...
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Espinoza. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Looking to throw on second down. Espinoza. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Texans on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, Espinoza. And this is going to be incomplete. And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Set. 3-19.
Back to throw. Espinoza. And this is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Working from the gun, Keenum. And he fires one incomplete. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. 3-19.
Out of the gun, Keenum. And that's incomplete.
Not only was that a 3 and out, it was their 3rd straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
Here's Swayze Waters now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart, because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with, because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down. When you've got guys who can flat out run, sometimes all you say in the huddle is go. They ran the fly route, took the shot downfield, just unable to connect. An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB.
We got 3. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun, Espinoza. And now another one thrown incomplete. Here's Will Monday now, as he's on to punt for Houston. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
And now out comes Houston. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now, making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good too, and on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They run it with Pope. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
On 3rd down, that's Pope. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So all 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
And all these field goals are great, but it's touchdowns that win games for you in the NFL. So you just wonder if settling for 3 on some of these drives is going to come back to haunt them.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Play action. It's Keenum. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And now out comes Houston. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Pope. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that a defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. This is Pope. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put them.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Now Davis. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now Keenum, and he slings one that's incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Here's Keenum. And that is incomplete. New England on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep it. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Cut his left. Hey, all right, here we go.
First carry for James Conner, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The Texans on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is incomplete. Here's Will Monday now as he's on to punt for Houston. There's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the Patriots coming out now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go.
looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Keenum. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
On second down, here's Keenum. And that'll be incomplete. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. On play action, it's Keenum. And that will be incomplete as well. Here's Swayze Waters now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Let's go! Green 39!
Here's Pope. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lamar Houston coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
He's going to wind. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Let's go!
After the interception, here's Keenum. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now Keenum. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, it's Keenum. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for two. They'll try and run it with Davis. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game.
I think we can figure out why they went for two there, right? Up one, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. To throw again, Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now Allen throwing again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. To throw on first and 10. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Allen to throw on second down. And this one is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Allen now on third down. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Holding offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know in most cases people think you throw the ball in this situation, and when they ran, it almost felt like a little bit of a surrender, maybe a give up. But I don't know if that's really the case. They might have been probing a little bit, checking the defense and filing it away for later. They might have something working later on.
Here's Will Monday now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity. But the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike, that means the defensive front has eaten up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Here we go.
And here's Allen from the gun on third down. This will be caught just inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal. And his kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the fourth. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Keenum on first down. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now Keenum throwing on second. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So 2nd and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
That man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Hard throw, incomplete. The three straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 32 yards here. Back to throw. And that's good for a New England first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. And with 45 seconds showing, he spikes the football. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Keenum to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And put it on the board. It's 6. A touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point forthcoming. And that makes it a 9-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. 10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Keenum. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
One last throw for Keenum. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Here we go.
One final try now for Keenum. Throwing right, and that's complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. And Charles...